Hello, girls and boys. This is the Gaming Godmother, and I'm about to do a little rant here, if not a little one, a long one, because things are getting serious out there. As you well know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We've already had the debacle of an impeachment, and I have to say something about it. So here we go. As I recover from my latest eye surgery and am preparing to complete my Breath of the Wild adventure with Link in this last playlist, I can't help contemplating the effects of our times on my gameplay commentary, as there has been no time to gather my thoughts on one outrage before the next one was upon us. What I refrained from explicitly uttering as I played in the wake of the escalating violations and outright incompetence percolating in the Trump White House and Republican run Senate, I'm going to say now. That we have a demonstrated liar and criminal for a president and a political party that promotes, aids, and abets him. If you are offended by the statement, there's nothing I can do to make you feel comfortable because at the end of the day, this is the factual truth and you can't have opinions about the truth. That this man and everyone who bows worshipfully before him are traitors to the Constitution of the United States. The Republican dominated Senate, a group of moral and political cowards acting in their own personal interests, just like the president they and the Russian oligarchs maneuvered into office, while taking advantage of our country's historically racist, sexist, and ethnocentric predilections, is beyond outrage. I've never seen such outright corrupt judicial and political manipulations since the days of Jim Crow and the McCarthy era. They should be making the Ku Klux Klan very proud. I implore everyone who is dismayed by the impeachment trial to vote. And I will advise those of you who are on the fence or overwhelmed by the issues and choices you have to make in upcoming elections is this. We were at a crossroads in American history in 2016, and we find ourselves moving down a disastrous road. To move this oil tanker of a mess towards the road to solution, we all need to take a stand on which party platform we align ourselves with. This is no time to mince the particulars of this or that candidate or proposition in each of the upcoming elections. This is about declaring which set of guiding principles you want this country to embrace. This is where you get off the fence and declare which party is pointing in the direction we need to go in the most general of ways. So, you can't reconcile your religious beliefs against scientific evidence. You deny climate change. You're not your brother's keeper. You're so hateful and fearful you can't see the damage your hate is causing others so long as you get your own way. You have no problem with choosing leaders who break every commandment in the Bible and yet declare them to be your saviors. You believe that a fair trial doesn't even need evidence or witnesses, or that an education is worthless. Then go ahead, vote your conscience. I triple dare you. I want to see once and for all what this country stands for. I want to know if it's truly a bigoted, racist, sexist, homophobic, violent, gunslinging, egotistical, profiteering, money-hungry, posturing coward, or a sympathetic, rule-abiding, generous, stalwart, honorable, inclusive, forthright, fair, compassionate, intelligent, informed visionary. And it doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. This is what party platforms are for. To the Democrats, whoever emerges as the candidate after, and I repeat, after the Democratic National Convention and not before, a coalescence behind that candidate is imperative. Should your favorite contender not succeed at the convention, do not confuse this occasion with a mandate to sit out the national election as a form of protest. This is no time to be stubborn. Your job as an American citizen is to vote. Vote your conscience based on your principles. More work will definitely be required of us after the national election to adjust party platforms away from the destructive path that they have set us on. We're not done. Certainly, the Republicans may find that they have sold their souls in the end, and their platform will fade as a new generation builds a new future away from bigotry, hate, and fear. And I suspect they will ultimately be abandoned and wither as their ranks diminish one by one and are revealed as criminally incompetent. The Democrats have one last chance to answer for their own machinations within their party, just like the ones they instigated in 2016 and which paved the way for the likes of the Trump administration. If they assume that their rise to power now is an endorsement of their previous stance, they will also fall. What this means for our democracy will be absolutely critical. I don't see how we can recover in time to address all the issues that have been languishing on the desks of so many of our national, regional, state, and local leaders for years. They seem to only serve as dramatic tools of self aggrandizement at the expense of citizen welfare at critical moments that should never have been allowed to develop at all, like Trump's economic response to the current pandemic emergency. Once and for all, this has to be the last time we foist the mistakes of our generation on the shoulders of our young people after decimating the foundations of their future. Global warming, healthcare, education, election finance reform, corporate accountability, and enforcing the rule of law, including antitrust and human rights, are all on the table. We have no time to waste. Now let's get on with the game, okay? Sorry about that. I had to rant and I didn't even start playing this thing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, Jeepers Creepers. I can't even figure out where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I have, oh my gosh. I have a couple of things I need to do here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So that ramp was not made. That definitely was not made for children under the age of 13, right? The COPA thing. Oh my gosh, COPA! I sent the big fat letter to the FTC back in when was it? Back in November, early December when they extended the thing. What a mess! Of all the toothless agencies to give COPA to is the FTC. Really, I thought the FCC would have been more appropriate, but hey. Okay, we are here. Link, hello. Long time no see, man. It's been like since June. I left you out here, I think, talking to Bolson, and I've got to get my Kofefa fingers in line because if I don't, this is really going to be bad. Oh my god. Is it me or the colors are brighter? Is that because of my eye operation? I can't tell. I'm beginning to think that, okay, so I believe, okay, let's get a horse because I remember there was like this one guy that I left hanging out there in the middle of outside of Gerudo, and he needed a horse, and I started up a. Gosh, I can't even fly anymore. Where do I go? All right, Link. Where are you? You're here. Let's get you. Okay, so this guy was. Where was he? He was up here. I was. Last time, I believe I was running down this big long trail. This trail right here. Here. Now, if I go here to get horses, which is where my big Ganon horse was, I believe you cannot ride that horse across here. I would probably have to ride him all the way around here and then come all the way around here and then go through Dig Dog. And, oh my gosh. Is there a horse that's a little closer? I have to get reoriented here. Okay, so oh, these are the Garrison Ruins. No, I don't want to be there. I believe there are horses in Nima Plain. Boy, if I'm going to get a horse, I'm going to have to be riding. Okay, so aren't there any horses closer by than this? And there are no horses in Gerudo, so I could technically run all the way from Dueling Peaks over here and then just go run like heck, like through this whole thing and just run through Dig Dog. I don't know that I can even get a. I don't think I can get a horse through Dig Dog. I've already ran through here, and I know you can't. No. I would have to give up one of my horses. I don't want to give up Jane. I don't want to give up Sally. And Panther and Ganon and Zelda. Can I even get a horse through Dig Dog? Let me go see if I can actually do this. I have to see what the terrain looks like.